Hello, welcome to Know the Good, Good to Know podcast. I'm not going to do a proper intro because we're at episode 15 now. If you don't know what we do by now, go back to number 1, start again, listen to us all, join me again in a few days. But we're all about the good news. Let's just get straight into it.
Listen from the start.
Roll the intro.
Damn, I like it. Cool.
Do you like that?
Mm-hmm.
That was a swift and sharp intro because we do all these intros
Yeah, but that intro
every week. Like, we're good news, we do
Yeah,
this.
that's true.
Like, the people are listening. If you've just joined us now, we do good news.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
And you should be going back to number 1, listen to number 1 and meet us here again.
Oh, yeah.
When needed.
Yeah, you'll get sick and tired of the intros and you'll just jump straight to 15.
Exactly.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure I started last week as well.
Go
so.
again then.
Well, you want me to go?
Yeah, start again, mate.
All
Why
right,
not?
well, we're throwing all caution to the wind, mate. We're just changing up the whole thing. So, my good news is about Human Library.
Human Library.
Sounds a bit dodgy. So, it's also known as the Menesk. Oh god, here we go.
Yeah,
Menesk Bibliothèque, which is known.
Bibliothèque. That's French for
Bibliothèque, which
library.
is known in Danish. No, it's Danish.
Oh.
It's a non-profit organisation which is dedicated to helping people with all types of life issues. It was originally created in Copenhagen in the year 2000 by Ronnie Alberg and his brother Danny and their colleagues.
Danny.
The first Human Library was an event that lasted for 4 days and was open 8 hours each day, which must have been a right slog for those people in the Nordic region.
Mate, say again. An event lasted for 4 days and was open for 8 hours.
Each day, yeah.
The Human Library.
Yeah, the Human Library. So the first event that they held was basically held for 4 days. That was it.
Okay.
And like I said, it must have been a proper slog because 8 hours a day. God, I'm pretty sure that the people in like that Nordic area only work for like 3 hours a day, don't they?
That's why they're the happiest people on the earth.
I suppose that's true. Also, I'd like to correct myself last week. Thank you very much, Sam. As fika isn't actually a word for life balance. It simplifies as just pretty much having a coffee or a tea, depending on what your
How
preference
does Sam know about Sweden? Awkward.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe we should ask him.
Let's not bring that up.
We get him on the podcast and ask him. Anyhow, the beginning of the Human Library was where a variety of books were set out with around 50 titles, all of which challenged the reader's stereotypes, which they did. I got a little confused, I'm not going to lie to you. When I read this article, they kept stating books, and I was like, I emailed the people, and I was like, what do you mean by books? And then I carried on reading, and then I felt so stupid afterwards. So when they say books, they mean living, breathing people with insight and knowledge. Hence the aspect human library. Yeah, exactly. So I sort of read the email, and they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry that we didn't come across to you what you needed to."
Did you tell them why you're emailing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. No, just I'm not going to promote our podcast. I'm just going to ask him because I'm generally interested, which I am generally interested.
Wait, did you not promote the podcast though?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay,
of course I did. Well, but no, I am super interested about it. So the aspect of the Human Library is, like I said, where you are accessing a person rather than paper pages, which allows people, or as they're called in the article, the readers, to find out more by asking questions about problems that they themselves are going through, making it interactive. Knowledge, mate. It's all
sharing
about
the knowledge.
Yeah, it's all about knowledge. The motto of the Human Library is "Unjudged Someone," which
I can't like that.
It's cool, but I feel like I'm missing a word.
Unjudged. Yeah, but maybe that's just
Unjudged
translation.
Someone.
Because of translation.
Yeah, true. It's dedicated to challenging misconceptions, biases, and segregation. It's sort of like what you were doing with the old mental health thing, but on a much bigger scale. So you were
more interesting scale as well.
Nah, I think because you were doing basically a very similar thing. Otherwise, yours was getting people to talk to each other and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They were going through similar life situations and that sort of thing. But yeah, so you were definitely onto something with it. It gives people who are struggling with the current life issues, such as racism, alcoholism, abuse, that sort of subject, the opportunity to ask someone who has come out of the other end of this
guidance.
For some other advice, and guidance, or just an understanding ear, just sort of like someone to hear out what you're going through, who knows what you're going through.
It's interesting to call it the Human Library.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just I like
cool
it.
Concept.
I like it.
Yeah, it's cool. It is pretty cool.
It's a different way to look at it, right? Because if the way you're talking, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No.
But I feel like you're speaking to people about their life experiences to relate it to obviously like reading a book and learning for a book or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. The more interactive aspect of it.
Yeah, I like the concept of it.
Yeah, you can get more out of a person in terms of I suppose, their life experience than you could out of reading, say, a self-help pamphlet or some shit like that.
More engaging, which is the biggest
there
part.
you go. Yeah, that's the key aspect of it, I suppose. Each book represents a group with some form of prejudice or stigma on their belief, lifestyle, disability, ethnicity, basically a massive variety for people to look for when they're trying to find someone to help them through their own challenge. The books can have, they're basically just like a specific niche as such. The aim of the Human Library is to break down the segregation that has been created through bias and stigma.
Yeah.
So like a drug addict, or for instance, should I say, a drug addict might not want to talk about what they're going through, as it requires a massive sort of breakdown in barriers, whereas if they were to talk to someone on a level playing field, or someone who's walked a similar path, they would be more open and willing to talk to someone, a bit opening up.
I agree. Yeah.
Pardon the pun. Yeah, books, opening up, libraries.
That's bad.
Oh, sorry. I'll leave the puns to you. I guess it works on the power of seeing someone get over what you're going through, to see that it is possible to get out and cope with something. The segregation aspect of why they're actually doing this really drives home after they researched the social divides coming from COVID. I love bringing a bit of a
Yeah, we do like referring back to them years.
The old pandemic, when we're all not talking to each other. Yeah, exactly. But a study was taken which showed that out of 17 advanced countries, 10 of the 17 countries felt that people were becoming more divided. And it makes sense as there's sort of less human interaction during COVID. But the study was taken done in 2020 to 2021. So this is the end of COVID.
Is that when it ended?
Yeah.
4 years ago?
January 2020.
4 years ago?
Yeah, mad, right?
Is that how long ago it was?
Yeah.
It's mental.
So long ago. So
it seems like literally yesterday.
Nah, it feels like it's been a long time ago. I wouldn't go as far as say it feels like it's been 4 years. It definitely feels like it's only been like a couple of years that we've got out of the pandemic.
Honestly, doesn't feel that. I mean,
go on.
Obviously having Rupert, we didn't have him till after COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the back end. Hang on, when was he born?
Oh,
21.
Go on.
Yeah, the back end of COVID.
He's your little son.
But he's still, weird.
Yeah. But yeah, so the official end was January 2022. So I had to Google it because I wanted to make sure. This is, when you would have thought people would have, been getting a bit closer, a bit more social, because it's straight out of the end of COVID. So
everyone wanted to meet up.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have thought that the results were sort of going to be higher in terms of interaction. People would have said, oh yeah, no, we're definitely interacting more than what we were. But apparently not. So when, in fact, the majority were saying, nah, that's not the case.
Maybe people... Yeah, it's a weird one. Maybe people realise that they don't like socialising as much as they thought.
They don't like people.
No, but that.
I suppose,
and
true.
they don't like socialising, and they didn't need to socialise as much as they thought.
Yeah,
people who go out all the time
Yeah.
and stuff like that realise that they're not actually missing out on something.
Yeah.
Which they thought they were.
That's what I feel, or that's the reason as to why I feel like, what is it? The concept of not going out drinking anymore has just been like ushered in. When I watched on the news, I think maybe a couple of months ago, people would rather do like a pottery class than they would go out drinking.
You can really tell, like even in a small village where we live, the difference that, I mean, over the past few years, certainly, like even when I was out drinking, the amount of people out when I was out, compared to like who go out now, it's like the volume's so much smaller.
Still the same.
That's
people.
probably why there's so many pubs.
It's still the same people.
Well, yeah, it's true, but even like for like the older generation, that you can see them slowly dwindling out and like, okay, we don't want to go out as much.
Yeah,
it's not, maybe it's because of the cost as well, I guess. The cost of beer, like a Guinness in our local pub is £5.50. Like you have a couple of beers, and you, if you're with your friend or something, like you could easily spunk loads of money just
even even a beer. When we went to watch the football, like beer was £5.70. Yeah,
it's mental.
And it sounds old when you talk about it, but I remember when we used to get a pint at the pub, and it was like £3.
I remember when I
£2.80
first started going out, we used
How gutting is that?
On a Friday night, we used to do our double vodka Red Bull nights, all right? Yeah. Me and a couple of my friends. And it was literally like £2 for a double vodka Red Bull.
Love a vodka
And then
Red
like
Bull.
£1, they'd do like £1 Jaeger
Wait, how
bombs.
much?
Like £2.
£2?
£2
for a vodka Red Bull?
Double vodka Red Bull.
Double rum,
yeah.
mate.
And then we used to do like Jaeger
I'd been
bombs and
smashed.
stuff like that for like £1. Yeah, we used to. Like for like £1. That was when it was like peak. Like for me, that was when it was like peak, and that's why I don't bother anymore, because I don't really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's easy to. I suppose it was
just. I'd rather spend 20-30 quid on a takeaway.
Yeah,
and then go down the pub and spend 20-30 quid on a couple of beers. Well, I know it is nice to socialise, and don't get me wrong, I do enjoy going down there
Yeah.
with the like every so often with the lads, maybe watching the football.
It's a social aspect of
Yeah,
it more than
but-
anything. You could go down the pub and not have to buy a
But
drink and
what-
still have a
Well, I
good
still
time.
do that once in a couple of months is enough for me,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's just going out to see people rather than I don't drink because I don't drink.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
I have an alcohol-free drink. That's
Oh,
fine
yeah.
with me.
We tried to get
I
you.
like alcohol-free Guinness. Not too.
We tried to get you. Is it good?
I was never a big fan of Guinness anyway.
Have we talked about this? Don't think we have.
I think we might have done, but when I went to Bristol with my friend, I went to see my friend Jack in Bristol. We went out and he doesn't drink either, and we both had like a 0%.
Okay. What did it?
So I don't. People are like,
can't
oh, it's so
picture you.
weird.
I can't
But it's
picture you as a person to drink Guinness. It's really weird.
Well, I just thought I'd try it.
Yeah. Did you like it?
Yeah,
Or
it was alright.
oh, fair enough. I suppose. Yeah. Well, if you.
Alcohol itself is alright.
Yeah.
Like a beer is alright. I'm not like, oh, beer. But I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. Occasionally, oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's alright. It's like,
Yeah. Fair enough.
occasionally.
Yeah.
Cider. But a
Cider's-
fruity cider is probably more enjoyable.
Oh, I think I left the.
But yeah, got drunk. A 0% cider as well I had.
got drunk.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was a tropical one, right?
Yeah, the
got drunk.
tropical Magnus.
I got drunk.
Banging.
It was nice.
So good.
I had a little swig.
Yeah.
I'm not going to grass up the person who had it.
I don't. It doesn't bother me. I left it there.
I actually gave a crate of beer to the Bounce Castle people.
You gave me a crate monster. I'm very happy about that. Thank you very much.
So there was loads of beers left over in the cooler.
Oh, okay.
butt
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So I just put them all in a box, and then the Bounce Castle people came and was like, "Do you want a beer?" And they're like, "No, better not, mate." I was like, "No, seriously, do you want like a box of beer?" And they're like, "What? Just have the box?" I was like, "Yeah, because I
Just
don't
take
drink,
it.
and everyone's left to me, so you might as well take them." And he's like, "Yeah, go on then." And they were buzzing.
I bet they were. I bet they're very. Yeah, especially with the bouncy castle. They don't expect to. Just
They didn't
walk
pick
away
up.
with
Till,
shitloads
they
of
didn't pick
drinks.
up till 7:00.
They're not.
No,
Did you have a bounce?
no, I didn't.
You said
I had a little bounce.
you
but-
said you're at that stage in your life now where having a bounce is more. It's,
when
it's
I go
not
to,
as fun as it used
you've
to be.
been to Inflated Bounce near
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
right? So when I go to Inflated Bounce, I take Rupert. Obviously, I'm bouncing on there, so
You're bounced out, mate.
he'll bounce.
You
down.
finished with that stuff.
Anyway,
But yeah, so back to the human library. So we were talking about the segregation aspect and how
Yes.
I thought people shouldn't have felt more segregated, but at the same time, I can sort of see where the results were coming from, as I remember seeing a lot of videos on the end of COVID where people were sort of racially charged towards Asian people, if you sort of see where I'm going with this.
because it came from Wuhan.
Yeah, I mean, even Donald Trump himself tweeted that it's a Chinese virus at some point, and just for proof, it's right there, and it literally says the United States will be powerful supporting these industries like airlines and others, blah blah blah, affected by the Chinese virus.
I mean, it did come from China, so
I mean, it did.
It's kinda
But at the
wrong,
same time,
but
there's
to-
no need to
to label,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
label people is not ideal. Yeah.
So I can totally see where these results were sort of stemming from in terms of like segregation and trying to
Trump, he's obviously
pigeonhole. Mate, he might be the next president again.
I know.
How mad's that? But the aspect of, like I said, the division was then studied, which researches the aims to combat the bias, and it's called contact hypothesis.
Never heard of it.
Nope, never have I. So I had a little look, which is according to the theory, contact between two groups can apparently help promote tolerance. Which, when I looked at this, and I was like, they have to be in the right conditions to actually have that tolerance be promoted. Because when I initially thought of this, I thought you put, I don't know, say two different types of people in a room that are completely different views.
Yeah.
They're not going to get on. They're
No.
100% going to end up in an argument. But apparently, the study goes, you have to have the people that you are, or from different walks of life, but they have to be on equal status for this to actually work. So, say, like a working class person from two different races as such, talking about a racial issue sort of thing. Which resulted in finding that just 10 minutes of talking can have long-lasting effects. So one example they found there was that transphobia could be reduced through door-to-door talking approaches and the idea of imagining the world through a transgender person's point of view.
Oh, okay. So the transgender person would then talk about being a transgender to people who were against it.
Yeah,
To sort
pretty
of
much. To try and
get them
sort
to
of
understand it.
not necessarily coax them onto the fact that
No, just to understand it.
Yeah, basically. So it forms an understanding which then gets rid of the whole idea of segregation.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the principles of how that human library actually works. So seeing something through other people's eyes. Now you know their entire goal, their ethos, everything that I can pretty much have just said. I want to say how far they've actually got. So currently they operate in 85 countries across 6 continents, which basically means they're one away from world domination. They have over 100,000. They have over 1,000 books covering 50 different languages.
People.
Again, books, people, yeah. Each book person has their own title, or someone could. So basically, someone could be called chronic depression, which is I feel a bit harsh.
I'm being labelled.
yeah, properly labelled. Someone could be called Muslim. Someone could be called survivor of trafficking. It basically represents the experience that they're actually going through.
This really does the expression "don't judge a book by its cover."
Oh, as if you have to judge a book by its cover because you need to know what the cover. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the opposite. If anything.
Oh, okay, yeah, you were saying it.
You're saying like chronic depression. Imagine being labelled chronic depression. So your cover is chronic depression. So instantly you're gonna be like, huh? Do I want to indulge in this book, sort of thing?
Well, no. So the aspect
that breaks that.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
stigma
it does.
of it, because then you get to know the person. And it's like, oh yeah,
They've-
even though it's chronic depression is his cover, actually it's a very interesting book.
They're probably really happy because they've come out of chronic depression,
that's what
sort
I'm
of thing.
saying.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's true.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're getting at. Yeah, no,
Do you get it?
I get it. Thank you.
What would you be called if you were a book?
Come on.
No, I don't say anything. I didn't have a joke in there. I didn't.
I bet you fucking did.
No, I honestly didn't.
Whiz around your head.
No,
Just
I didn't.
autistic.
No, autistic balding steroid or no?
Steroid? What?
No, I just
Scratching the straws now.
first thing that came to my head. I don't know what I'd be if I was a book. It'd be a boring book. Oh, shit, I'm reading that. Abominable Snowman.
Abominable Snowman. So weird. I forgot where
Sorry.
I am completely now. But yeah, so their names are their experiences. So it gives the readers... The whole aspect of that title was to basically give the readers a pinpoint on exactly what they need to find.
It feels very artsy, right?
I
can imagine this being like a show
artsy.
where people are like standing there in a white room, like a white background, with people standing there, and these are sort of labelled as they're the books.
It's like a museum sort of
Yeah,
type
like
deal.
a museum vibe.
Yeah.
Where you can go and talk to the
big
people.
white walls and
Yeah.
things. Yeah, I mean, it might have been, to be fair. I mean, I didn't actually look at the first one they did, but I'm assuming it was just a massive conference room, and they, like you said, there's people just stood around with their labels next to them or something.
Very interesting.
It is pretty cool. It's a cool concept. I mean, like you said, you were pretty much doing that in terms of, on a smaller scale, getting people that have sort of problems in their life talking to each other. And there could have been people that have got through it, could have people
That's exactly
that are going into it, that sort of stuff. So it works basically in the same way a standard library would. Only you asked to take the real person out. So currently there is one physical reading garden registered, but this is in Denmark. And the other countries, it's more of like a pop-up status sort of thing.
Physical reading garden. What does that mean?
So it's an actual physical place where you can go where these people...
Sorry, okay.
I mean, I don't know if they work. I think it would probably work on the basis of, someone would like to talk to you. Can you come in here this time of day? So
Like a
it's an
meetup.
actual... Yeah, it's a physical place where you can go. So it's the actual library itself initially. And like I said, all the other countries, it's more of a pop-up status. So it gives sort of a wider reach in those countries, giving people... So in the UK, for instance, I think they're only on Facebook. I did try and find their Instagram, but again, that was the Danish one. So I suppose you just contact someone on Facebook and it's like, have you got anybody that's going through this? Can I talk to them? Before I finish, as I think I've told you everything I possibly can so far, they are, like I said, they are a non-profit, so they work primarily on donations. They also have a sign-on program, so you can, if you have gone through something and you feel like you could help someone, you can sign on yourself.
Become a book.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? Become a
Yeah,
book?
you become a book. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you can sign up as a reader and, get yourself some help with, a bit of advice or sort of just talk through some of your problems. Not that we could offer anything specific because we have lived pretty sheltered lives. We've been
you
pretty...
haven't.
Well, I have.
You're an explorer. You go to loads of places.
Yeah, but it's still sheltered. I mean, I haven't gone through any hardships or anything to sort
No,
of
that's very true.
share with people and help them. We basically, the whole idea of this podcast is to help people, I guess. So we're trying to do it in a different aspect. Trying to spread some positivity, I guess. But yeah, so that's...
Or an audiobook.
Oh.
Do you like that?
Yeah, that's what we are.
Do you get it?
I do. Do you want to ask me that anymore? Do you get it? Are you sure? The human library, making the world a friendlier place.
Yeah.
Getting rid of them
That was a good one. I'm
bad
really
stigmas.
impressed with that one.
I bet you are. You're doing it. So to be the whole time I was typing this, I was thinking, this is like on Ryan's level. Because
I don't know how to take that, but that's good, yeah.
no, in terms of like how you tried to help people sort of thing, I was just consistently going back to like, he's basically done this. He knows, he basically is on this in terms of borderline, what he's trying to do, or what he tried to do to help
It's a
people.
good concept, though. That'd be really cool to run that. But do you like Lego? That's the question.
Love Lego, mate.
So my story is about Lego this week and how Lego is being used to reduce stress, combat trauma, and help with or manage PTSD. Everyone loves Lego, right?
Yeah, you can't not love Lego. Unless you step on it, in which case then I'm sure
That's
you'd be
annoying.
screaming and I was going to say just dropping a load of
All the
F-bombs.
pieces of your life do or will fit together no matter how many are scattered across the floor, much like Lego bricks.
Ooh. Very fancy analogy.
Those they weren't my words. They
Oh.
were words of a guy called HG, who's an author in a media organisation,
He's a rapper.
who compiled a series of quotes and interviews of people using one of the world's most famous toys to heal the trauma, reduce stress and anxiety. So he interviewed a load of people
Playing with Lego.
playing with Lego.
Were they playing with Lego
Might
at the time?
Yeah, I know, maybe.
Just not interviewing at all. It's like, shh.
They say that the root of Lego's tremendous and proven benefits lies in the ability to help individuals zone out while playing with them. So
Mhm.
obviously you have to sort of concentrate and zone out on what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're full focus, right?
Yeah.
So for overstressed adults with challenging jobs, too many bills, suffered from episodes of trauma, snapping together those little bricks mixed with careful following precise instructions allows their brain to refocus on something completely different.
Yeah, I see that. I have to segue here though.
So
If they're
Why?
struggling from bills, they definitely shouldn't be buying Lego.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
Lego
Lego's
is
fair
expensive.
fucking expensive.
Yeah, if you manage to buy
Jesus.
Hogwarts Castle and it costs you like
100
600 quid.
And if you don't unbox it, you'll
Oh,
be even
that
more in
could,
the future.
that could help your bills.
An
Yeah, I suppose.
investment.
Buy yourself a Death Star and don't open it for 10 years.
So they did investigate and heard from several trauma victims, including veterans with PTSD, who said that Lego helped them enter a zen-like state, and others who said it allows them to revisit feelings from their childhood in a safer, expressive manner.
That's pretty
So
cool.
I guess it brings back that child in you, right?
Yeah, because now you're talking about this, I'm thinking of what I did when I was a kid and playing with Lego and stuff like that. I followed the instructions, dismantled everything again, and then just made something completely different.
Yeah.
And I I felt like,
But when, like, if I gave you a box of Lego now, like, you would literally just be happy, wouldn't you?
do you know what? I should have done this. I've got 2 boxes of Lego upstairs, like little Lego.
What are you going
bits.
to do with them?
Keeping them, mate.
Yeah, you should keep them.
Like keeping them.
Just in case you ever...
Mine. That's my Lego.
What are you doing?
That's mine.
What are you doing?
No one's having it. 'Cause
Don't touch my Lego.
don't touch my Lego. It's mine.
So psychology has begun to recognise that it plays an important part in healing trauma and processing trauma memories and establishing good enough relationships. And we're reawakening an inner child that's been too scared or too damaged or too paralysed to move and freeing them.
Yeah, I can see because there's this thing. I think it's mostly in America. I don't know if it's in the UK or whether it's a big thing in the UK. Is inner child healing?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that you?
This is similar to what they were saying in
Okay, fair enough.
enough.
Because apparently you can be an inner child therapist. There's
Yeah.
a specific job dedicated to healing the child that you used to be whilst you're an
I
adult.
bet you have to go so deep for that.
Yeah, that's proper like childhood trauma sort of stuff. But yeah, it's weird. I saw it on a TV program we were watching at the moment.
So there was a retired... What are you watching?
It's like selling houses in New York or something.
That sounds boring as fuck. A retired army medic, Robin, told the Military Times that after receiving more than 1,000 Lego pieces and a set from the Hogwarts Castle, you said about that, didn't
As
you?
if, no way.
From the Harry Potter franchise, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
She was surprised to find it was helping her calm down a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it
Just
makes
bringing
sense.
her-
Like you
bringing her
said.
back down, bringing her to that zen state.
Yeah,
She said she was surprised. She didn't really play Lego as a child, but when doing it now, she's focused. All other fears sort of fall away.
Mm-hmm.
She was deployed in Iraq during the time that it was quite
Sort of big and
quite heavy mortar. It says
yeah.
here about mortar fire on a base, which then obviously
yeah.
gives you like the PTSD.
Yeah.
And there included a lot of like suicides and murders from US Marines and stuff like that. So it was deeply distressing, she said. But this creativity of snapping bricks together sort of just expressed her imagination and gave her that ability just to zone out from what's going on around her and just kept her calm.
Such a simple concept.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Such a simple concept to be able to like bring people out of PTSD just by clicking little bits of plastic together. It's mad.
And Lego
Fake Lego.
recognized Lego recognized this and they understood the potential of their toy
Mm-hmm.
and actually sent more than 600 toy sets to a MRI lab for children undergoing scans and stuff like
That's
that
pretty
to help
sick.
with anxiety. For
That's
the
pretty
kids.
dope. Although they can afford it. They make some
Shit, yeah, they can afford it.
bank. They make mega bank. Mega blocks.
Lego's also been targeted. Lego has also been targeted by a thing called AFL, which is called Adult Fans of Lego.
Mm-hmm.
So they release sets based on 90s and 80s nostalgia.
Oh, mate.
So sets from like Friends.
Yeah.
There was one from what's that thing with the car that goes backwards into time again?
Oh, yeah, because you haven't seen it. I forgot you haven't seen it. Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's it.
I wanted that set so
What's the guy
bad.
called?
What, Marty McFly or
That's it,
Doc?
Marty McFly. Yeah. So they did that, and then other like decorations, there's like bonsai trees and stuff like that. So,
I've seen those. The plants look pretty cool. To be fair, I have seen a few of them. They look pretty spot on for plants. I will say one set I wanted to get, and I'm really sad that I didn't get it. Was the Ghostbusters car. That is.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Set. So expensive, and it's like.
It's crazy how
what's it called? When they don't make them anymore. I forgot what it's called. Discontinued sets.
That's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I know.
Have you seen the Lego program? Like
No.
the Lego Builders?
No. Oh,
so good.
yes. I have seen like one episode.
What I don't like about it is they glue them together.
Yeah, you
So
have
for
to.
Lego World, they obviously make big structures, but they glue them.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like a cardinal sin, right? I don't know.
You know what it is, but I suppose from like a layman's perspective,
Yeah.
you're not a Lego master builder. Yeah, that's what they're
It's
called.
gluing it together, I don't like it.
But they have to. You see them giant models. Imagine if they were just literally loose. You could fall over and just break.
So Lego, I've also said that during times of poor sales, which I've never imagined being.
How? When?
They've been kept afloat by some of the adult fans, which have kept them going.
That
through
doesn't
the
surprise me.
the zen and art of building these bricks.
Yeah.
And it's been used for. I mean, I've got some more things here, but they're all very similar cases, right?
Cool. Okay. Yeah. No. Hit us with the case.
Well, another 44-year-old English author who hadn't picked up the bricks in years started doing it, and again helped her reduce stress. It goes on and on and on. There's loads of different cases of it.
Just thinking about Lego, like I said, playing it with a kid or playing with Lego as a kid, I feel like it sort of lost its whimsy as like a creative thing, though, because obviously the whole aspect of Lego now is you do the instructions, and the instructions alone. Whereas
I get that, I do get that, but again, I think following the instructions, and keeping with a routine, is helping people not having to overstress it.
Yeah,
because if you're trying to design, like create something yourself, I guess that way you're your mind's off on one, isn't it? It's like,
true.
Okay, how should this look? What should I do here? And then you're going into spirals, whereas you're just following a step-by-step guide. Put this, do that.
Yeah, true.
And
that's the Zen aspect of it.
Nothing else is interfering.
Focus.
You're just focusing on that.
Yeah.
And it takes away that need to be over excessively
overstimulated and think about stuff. Yeah. It's weird because I feel like it would be different because if I had like I said, I've literally just got boxes of random pieces, so I've got no instructions. And
it's more stressful than anything.
No. See, this is the thing that I was thinking of, is it gives you that creativity and freedom aspect of
it's
it.
True.
If you can think of it from that perspective.
There's two sides of it, I guess.
I suppose, but you have to, like I said, I suppose if you're going, I haven't got PTSD, so I don't really know. I suppose PTSD, you would need those instructions to, like you said, get the Zen sort of focus.
And keep you on a track, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if you're trying to create something yourself as well, you could easily get bored. Because if you're not very creative, like me, I'm not very creative at all, so I'd lose focus and lose touch with it. Like, I'm not very good at it, so what's the point? Mm-hmm. Whereas if I'm following like a big old design, then it's like, oh, cool, look how far I've got, look what I've got to go. Oh, cool, this bit's looking good now. And
it becomes an achievement as such, like little mini little Lego. Mate, I've forgotten so many. So you forget so many words.
Forget about it.
No, like what's it called?
Do you need some Lego so you can help think?
No, it'd be more creative. No, when you reach a certain like stage, what's it called? Milestone. Lego milestone.
Oh, a Lego milestone.
Like a little mini Lego milestone during the instructions.
Yeah,
so
like
you turn the pages. Like, oh yes, mate.
It's like ticking something off a list when you have a list.
Exactly. Yeah. Satisfaction.
Good story this week of Lego.
Yeah, that's fucking
Can't go wrong with Lego. Really,
no, you can't go wrong with Lego. That's mint. I like that.
We are very deep into this episode already. We're 30 minutes in, so we're going to have to...
It's going to be a long episode.
Screw through the old heroes.
We're definitely not going to screw over the heroes.
Screw. Let's get straight to the heroes of the week. And heroes of the week... Give me something. You give me something. It's always me who gives... You give me something.
I'll give you something. Right, so my hero of the week this week is the Angel of China.
Okay.
So Mr. Shen Shi... I hope that's his name. I would feel really bad if I butchered it. Better known as the Angel of Nanjing, has voluntarily patrolled the Yangtze Bridge every day for the past 21 years in the hopes of saving people who are in the mindset of ending it all by jumping. Yeah.
I think I heard about this or saw this somewhere. I can't think where I saw it though.
Our usual place.
No, this was really? Before that. I didn't see that on there.
Okay. I mean, I originally found him on Good News Network, but I also bought his documentary because I wanted to sort of find out. So the Yangtze Bridge is known as one of the most famous in the country. Sadly, it's also widely known for being the place to commit suicide. According to the article, people linger alone there nearly every day. He says it's not about the bridge, it's about the river itself, as it's also known as the Mother River, and people go there in the hopes of being cleansed before their pass. So that's the reason as to why people are going to that bridge in the first place, because it's sort of, I suppose, sacred in a way. The way our hero Shen does his thing, he simply just engages them in conversation. So he'll see someone and sort of test their mindset or see where they are at that point. He said something, sometimes it takes just, a conversation, but unfortunately sometimes it takes a lot more than just a chat.
What?
I thought I was losing you for a second.
No, I was actually
deep in thought.
I was deep in thought.
Oh, okay, what were you
Because literally,
what were you thinking about?
I was in Peterborough the other day
Mm-hmm.
with Tom. Was it with Tom?
That's the first one we mentioned Tom on the podcast.
There was a guy on a bridge and they had to close all the roads off.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
That made me think about
that. Okay, fair enough. So for the past 21 years, Shen has been crossing the bridge on his moped, adorning a bright red jacket saying the words cherish all life or cherish life every day on his back. The article says he's charismatic, determined, and occasionally quite rude in some ways. And I can confirm this as I watched a snippet of, or the documentary as of his.
You should have watched the documentary first.
I did what? Oh, what before reading?
Before reading it out, yeah.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I watched the documentary and then I read or rewrote everything I read.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Because there was quite a few things on the article that I read that weren't quite correct. When you actually look at the jacket he wears, that's where it says "cherish life every day" sort of thing. I can confirm after, like I said, watching the snippet that sometimes he is quite rude. He found a person and he basically called them stupid for leaving their family. So he was a very sort of brash kind of guy about it. He basically forced them to go with him. But after all of his efforts of saving people's lives, it has led him to become an expert over the years on what in the ways of helping people come back from the brink. He said, you can usually spot those who have the intention as with the internal struggle, they usually have jerky body movements. And he says that their bodies look heavy, which is a weird way of sort of looking at it. An interesting way, but a weird way. But I can sort of see where he's coming from because I'm assuming it's sort of slumped over body sort of form, I guess. He said, also, he's heard nearly every reason as to why someone has chosen to sort of go there. Sort of people being cheated on, not being able to afford school, literally everything under the sun he's heard. So Shen is so dedicated to this cause as well that it's resulted in him having a room in his house for those who don't have anywhere to go.
Nice one, yeah, to keep him up.
Yeah, exactly. So he's basically ensured that they have a safe environment that they can go for a time, and he's renamed his house the Soul Center. A place for those to heal.
So he just chuck him on the back of his head?
Pretty much, yeah.
Does he?
Yeah,
that's so
100%. Cool. I watched, like I said, watching the documentary, there was a lady and she was in that mindset, and her husband, supposedly he was seeing another woman because she couldn't, I don't know, be the woman he wanted to be or whatever. And he just went, come on, I'm your brother now, get on the back of my moped, and it literally just drove her to the house.
That's so cool.
On his house, he's got a massive sign as well that literally says the Soul Center. So it's basically a temple at this point. So it all started back in 2000, or year 2000, should I say, when he saw a girl who was looking very distressed wandering the bridge. Instead of waiting to see what happened, he approached her, bringing a lunch pack with him and just having a little chat with her. But this ended up encouraging her to go back home, and he even paid for a bus ticket at the time. This is when he realised this must happen so often. So he's so prolific. Like I said, he's got his documentary. This was made in 2015, so it's a quite old documentary now. It's like nearly 10 years old. And it's called Angel of Nanjing. It's won 6 awards, and it also gives insight into the rapidly changing Chinese society. Because from what I saw, it's mega stressful. Mega stressful.
Living in China?
Living in China, yeah. The work aspect of over there is horrible, apparently. So yeah, I've watched it. It's harrowing, but super, super enlightening. So that's my hero of the week, Shen. You did say drill through him, and I certainly drove through it. I think that's 2 minutes.
That was you drill through him.
So the Angel of Nanjing, go check out the documentary. It's so good, honestly. I know you don't like being recommended stuff, but it is pretty good. Rent it on Amazon. It's £3. £3 out your life. Learn something good. It is a subtitle jobby though, I will say.
I have subtitles on anyway. So.
Okay, that's fine. But it's definitely interesting. So yeah. Also, just a little quick side note. When we originally brainstorming for ideas on this podcast, should I say? So when we first said let's do a podcast, and we had the idea of coming up with the good news aspect of this.
Yeah.
A weird thought that it was in my head was, I kind of hope that we get to the stage of this podcast where someone's listened to it, and we've sort of changed their life perspective. And we get a message out of the blue just saying, "Hi guys,
thanks for listening. You've helped me out."
Yeah, basically.
I was in a dark place and you've helped me.
Yeah, exactly. You've made me sort of see some light in the life sort of
Maybe
thing.
one day.
I mean, it's a weird, it's quite a grim thing to think about, but at the same time, I would hope that we could help people that are in that situation.
You see that a lot on like YouTube comments as well.
Yeah, exactly.
People who watch certain vlogs and that, on like daily vlogs or whatever, saying, "Oh, you've really helped me get out of the dark rut."
Yeah, it's like the simplest thing could get anybody out. But yeah, just a silly little podcast. I'm hoping it could helps save lots of someone's lives in the future.
That's what I'm gonna do when I start streaming
in the future. Oh yeah.
Streaming my gaming.
What are you gonna stream?
Minecraft.
Yeah, fair enough.
I already laughed.
It's that Lego aspect. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying it's that Lego aspect. Give me a therapeutic podcast going.
I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at games.
Oh mate,
I don't know why I want to do it.
Do you remember when we played Minecraft all those times?
Yeah,
all them years
we
ago.
built a sick village. Well, they've got this cool concept now.
Did we build? When did we? I don't think we did. I thought I built one house.
Maybe it was Logan who I did it with.
No, we all played together. I remember. Me and
Logan,
Callum and Logan were playing.
Callum just pissed about as he always does because he's got attention span of a 3-year-old. But me and Logan actually sort of built the village up. And you came in tried to build something tremendous and then gave up.
Yeah, I got bored. Yeah. I tried to build a Viking long house or whatever.
The problem is with a game like Minecraft, when you're just in a standard mode, is that there's not really anything to achieve, right?
No, that's true.
Whereas the concept I like, which I recently saw, is called it's like an expanding border.
Okay.
So you start really small,
and
you have to. There's like certain things you have to do to expand the border, so you can see more of the world.
Okay.
That way, it gives you constant tasks to do.
Yeah, okay,
and you grow by doing the tasks.
Do you know why?
Why what?
Because you like linear games, so you like something that has objectives to complete. Whereas that, like you said, because it goes back to the creative aspect.
Depends though, because when I'm doing it solo, but if I was with a load of friends,
it'd be a bit more
put
fun.
Put me anywhere.
Yeah, true.
In a GTA where we're just pissing about like we used to.
Yeah, that's true.
In a Minecraft where we don't need to do anything, we can just
mess around, chat, build stuff, and talk. Yeah.
But when I'm on my own, yes, I have to have objectives.
That, to be fair, that makes sense. Because it would just be mind-numbingly
I'm just literally on my own.
I say that, and Sam can attest to this. I remember this must have been ages and ages ago. I tried to make this is when Hunger Games came out, and then the whole Hunger Games aspect of Minecraft was a thing where people would make massive maps. I made a full-on city on my own with skyscrapers and everything.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
On my own.
Where is it?
Yeah, I don't know. It was on like Xbox 360 or.
Oh, really? Do you create?
Yeah. It might be out there.
Where did you get it? Your own server?
No. You like creative mode, just making like worlds and shit. Yeah.
Because I joined like ages ago. Again, must be on like 360 or Xbox One.
Yeah.
Where I joined a server with people
just
as well.
Random people.
And you had to join. You had to like build a thing. I built like this big old house thing. That's part of like the village. And that was quite nice. Again, it was working with people to do certain things.
That's pretty. Yeah.
That concept's nice, but doing it on your own is just boring. But I don't know why I'd like to stream. I was just messing about.
No, it's a good idea. You should definitely give it a go. But yeah, so what's your hero of the week then?
If we are 40 minutes in.
Segued so hard.
So it's a bit of a shit time here in England at the moment.
Yeah, it's not great.
So my hero of the week is based on what's been happening in the UK with the riots. So we've recently been rocked by a spate of riots, vandalism, violence. A lot of it being targeted, unfortunately, at Muslims.
It's such a stupid...
it is. Yeah, it really is. But one man went viral for providing support after the crazy behaviour. So a mosque in Southport was burnt down maybe 2 weeks ago.
Jeez.
Or partially burnt down. The walls were knocked down. The windows were smashed. But a local bricklayer, Tony Hill, has been labelled a legend for helping out the Southport community rebuild it. Laying bricks in the blazing heat because it's been hot here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been.
And cracking on with it. So a video clip on, I was going to say Twitter, but it's X, that went viral.
Yeah.
You hit Hill, the local builder Tony Hill, can be seen sweating and smearing mortar.
I bet he is. Yeah.
Building all the walls back up. During this awful time.
Mate, what legend?
He said that he was interviewed and he said that we spoke to the company we work for. And other builders as well were coming down, so we just joined them. and everyone just got
Oh, right.
there, started cracking on. Apparently, there's loads of
It's
people
like a
that
full-on community
Yeah,
sort of like
literally
build
was.
again.
I
Oh, mate,
saw,
that's so
there's been
sick.
loads of articles about it, to be fair.
That's so good to hear.
I can't, it was kind of, I mean, there's a lot more to it, but obviously I'm just conscious of time. But basically,
That's all right. Yeah,
it's not. I guess it's not just to him; it's to the people that went out there and made a difference.
yeah.
And
Any form of
afterwards-
help.
yeah, any form of help
Yeah.
that went out there helped. Not even just on this occasion. There's been other occasions as well. Communities coming out to support.
Yeah, around the country.
Those have been affected by the riots, which is crazy. Like the
It's
shops.
so weird
yeah.
to see. Yeah, it's so like.
I don't want to get too far
stupid
into it because
people.
it's just shit. And
Yeah,
we're
I was
not
gonna
that
say
sort of-
we're gonna get mega
we're trying
negative.
to we're
if we
trying
stay on
to keep the vibe up. But yeah, shout out to not just Tony, then to all the guys and girls that went out there,
Helping.
help rebuild certainly this mosque, which is what this article's about.
Yeah.
And keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, we
Keep-
won't let people like that beat us.
Keep up the community sort of.
Keep the
feel,
community vibe. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
When you live in a little village like us,
yeah. You said.
and nothing happens.
No, don't.
Like people are like, oh, the riots. I'm like, yeah, I live in a little village. No one's
No
gonna
one's going to riot.
village.
No one's
What are
going
they
to
gonna
riot the
do?
little village.
Somebody
yeah.
just walk over and just slap the rioter like, piss off.
Just go
And they
home,
would.
mate. Go home.
Okay. Go home, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a really quick one because obviously, yeah, we are cracking on. But
I mean, we're not too
just a
strapped.
shout
We're
out
not
to the people.
too strapped for time. I
Just
think
a
we have
shout.
drilled through
Shout
everything.
out.
Yeah, no, it's that's pretty sick. I did see off the back of the whole riots thing. You can see how stupid some of the people are.
There was one today. I think it was today or yesterday. I think it was in Brighton,
Go on.
and there was an image, and there was like thousands and thousands of people which were there
Yeah.
to protest against the riots,
As a
and it outnumbered them by
Good.
thousands.
yeah, I hope they did because
Yeah.
it's such a stupid thing. So I've seen.
It's all because of fake news.
Yeah, I know. I've seen. Yeah, I was gonna say it was.
It's all
yeah,
just misconception
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I
It's
know
just-
massively.
And they
I
just
saw-
pinpoint. It's just racism and just they just
Oh,
pinpoint it on
100%.
people.
Which is, like I said, the whole aspect of that human library thing was trying to combat things like
Yeah.
that. So, but no, the videos that I've seen are absolutely phenomenal, though, I will have to say. So, like, to just show how stupid that racism actually is, some guy was like, oh, why are they coming over here building mosques? Why don't they build mosques in Mecca? There already is. That is the whole aspect of it. Another one said something about people coming over here, taking our jobs, and then being on benefits. So are
There's fucking jobs out there.
they taking
I-
jobs
I-
or are they on benefits?
Oh,
You
I don't want to get into this. 'cause
No,
it'll
no, no.
Stress me out.
no.
These
And then
stupid people.
the third videos are because people aren't rioting, or well, the people that are rioting are also looting.
That's it.
And it's the it's
If-
the
I understand people have their own view on things.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Fine. If you want to protest against a certain view, fine.
yeah.
Just
As
don't.
long as it's
Why do you have
peaceful.
to smash stuff up?
Yeah, there's no
What does
need
it
for
achieve?
it. There's no need for it.
Like
Or
ruining-
steal things.
Ruining businesses and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. It doesn't achieve what
No.
you're set out to
No,
do.
it's because people
This
are
is like the
stupid.
just oil people.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
fucking
just the oil
clowns.
people. Yeah, no.
They want to get
That
people
pissed me
on.
off.
They want to get people on side.
That got
so
me
what
so
do you
bad.
do? Let's spray paint everything.
Stonehenge, mate.
And yeah,
Stonehenge.
yeah. Gatwick Airport. Do you see the recent one? At
Yeah, I
Gatwick
did. I
Airport?
did. Yeah,
Mate, if I was
doesn't help
there,
anything.
you'd just drop kick them, wouldn't you? You would. Because
mean,
if you
yeah.
want to get people on side
Yeah,
to fight your cause,
you do it in
you
a better
don't
way.
piss people off.
No, you do it in a much more positive aspect.
Anyway, like, we got well too. I don't want to
Well,
get into
yeah,
that.
no,
Let's
you-
get on.
you
Let's
got
get on
mega
to the good stuff.
Oh no, I want to say one more.
Go on.
So with that looting thing, there's a special Instagram. No, it might be TikTok that is dedicated to face shaming the people
Oh,
that are
really?
stealing stuff. So there is like over 70,000 comments on one video that I saw of people literally going, you know how when something bad happens on the internet, you get a bunch of internet detectives and they will find out who
Yeah.
you are. They're literally so many names are being dropped in the comments that all these people that are looting are being found.
That's you can't get away with nothing
impeccable.
because you get a picture on social media. You're
Oh, you're
screwed.
gone. Yeah, 100% you're
Screwed.
gone skis. But yeah, no, that's all I want to say. But yeah,
Yeah. Let's get on to some fun stuff now.
go on.
Wow, that's good to know.
Oh yeah, so excited.
Yeah, boy.
waiting a week
Number
for this.
one.
Waiting a week.
In Japan,
Yeah.
letting a sumo wrestler make your baby cry is considered good luck.
Well, in terms of scaring your baby,
I don't know how he does it.
just go to a sumo, hold your baby up to a sumo wrestler who just screams in
Ah.
his face.
Right.
Okay.
Swiss designers are working on a cow milk carton that changes colour as the contents nears expiration.
That's pretty cool.
Saves the old sniff, doesn't it? That's how we usually do it. The
Yeah.
old snifferoo.
Yeah, I do.
You don't
It
look.
works
You,
so often.
you don't look at the use by date. It's give it the old snifferoo.
Do you know what is it? There's a woman at work and she uses, I think she's gluten intolerant. She uses not soy milk. It's like
Almond.
No. It's like fake cow's milk. I don't know what it is. It's definitely come from somewhere.
Okay.
But the expiration date on that is so long. I didn't know what it is.
They are like oat milk, almond milk, usually pretty long.
They last forever.
Yeah, they last a long time.
I think she's had 1 carton of milk in the fridge for about 2 months now, and it's still good to use. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we all using this?
Some people believe that kissing a donkey relieves a toothache. I just spat it.
Is that like a mother's? What's it called?
Wives' tale.
Wives' tale, yeah, old wives' tale sort of thing.
Try it.
Kiss a donkey.
Yeah, kiss a donkey.
Yeah, kiss a donkey.
Donkey. That's what I had in my head then. Scientists believe people who dream about an activity will actually get better at it in real life.
That's pretty cool because I had a really weird dream. It's a dark dream actually. A bunch of people were trying to break into our house, and
so you're fighting them.
Yeah, pretty much.
So next time you have a fight, you're like, I remember when I punched this guy in my dream, and this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's all coming back to you.
Wow. As if.
Last but not least, this is probably a well-known one. I should think you'll know this one. The national animal of Scotland is a... Come on. Unicorn! Because they're all fucking bonkers up there.
What? You'll know this one. Definitely.
I thought that was common knowledge.
A unicorn?
Yeah, I knew that. I thought it was common knowledge.
They're not...
Obviously, I knew that. It's one facts.
Real?
Yeah, I know. North Scotland. It's all in the
I've been there.
place. No, you haven't. Who told you that?
All the signs that I drove past to get into Scotland.
Exactly.
Which would then dictate it as being Scotland.
It's all fake.
Okay, fair enough. Fair play.
But yeah, there we go. 5 facts. Still fun.
That's pretty cool. As if I did not know that. I learn so much from you every time.
Every day is a school day.
That unicorn thing's throwing me off a little bit.
Why?
Because I feel like I need to go do my research now and have a look. I want to go see like if they've got like a.
I'm not lying.
Like a patch. No, I know you're not lying. They're your facts. The whole point of your facts is the truth.
They're facts. They're straight facts.
Straight facts, boy. So on to Beeves' weird thing.
Oh yeah, the jingle.
Beeves' weird thing.
Beeves' weird thing. I showed that rhyme.
It's gonna piss you off. I know it is. Perfume for dogs.
Fuck no. Although
that was directly
you say
expected.
Alice's friend, right? I say friend. I don't know if she'd consider it. Yeah, I don't know if she'd consider it as a friend. She owns it. I think it's the one that owns the dog grooming company. Okay. Anyway, she'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When we went to her best friend's child's birthday.
Yep.
This other person was there with her dog, and it was the nicest smelling dog ever.
Oh really? Like dog smell?
Yeah, because she cleans it all the time.
What dog was it?
And,
can you remember?
I think it was like a cocky pooey type deal.
Cocky pooey.
What are you laughing at?
He was a cocky poo. Cockapoo.
Yeah, what did I say?
Cocky pooey.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, extra letters you didn't
I don't know why I said cocky pooey. I thought I said cockapoo. Okay.
No.
But it was really. Do you know what it smelled like? It smelled like talcum powder.
That's great. Yeah.
Did you ever get drenched in talcum powder when you were younger?
When I was a kid, yeah.
It's cancerous, isn't it? Carcinogenic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So bad. Johnson Johnson's. One of the biggest pharma companies in the world. Get your vaccines in. But yeah.
Whoa, don't start them. It's a bit late for that, mate. We're 4 years away. We're 4 years behind. Did you know that the actual strokes and heart attacks have actually decreased since the vaccine came out?
Oh, really?
And there's a lot of all the speculation was saying, it causes, because you see a lot more, like especially in sports players, right?
Yeah.
Especially with football, you see, and even in the crowds, it's reported a lot more when people go down.
Okay.
Like having heart problems.
Yeah.
Even in the stands.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Everyone always associates it back to the vaccine, where the actual facts are heart attacks and strokes actually decreased
after.
I'm not linking this to the vaccine saying it's secure. Yeah. I'm just saying
it could be an aspect of.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that. I'm just saying it can't link to. It's not linking to higher rates of it.
Yeah.
The rates are actually decreasing. So just to throw that out there.
A little bonus fact again. Well, so back to perfume for dogs. So as if it couldn't get any stranger, Dolce & Gabbana have launched a perfume named after their own dog called Fifi.
Fifi.
Fifi. They got a slogan as well. It's absolutely class. It goes, a touch of opulence, every walk a fragrant, fashionable affair.
What is wrong with people?
I know. After all those animal testing protests, we now have actual dog perfume.
But the animal process is still down the road. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have.
They've been there for like 2 years, probably.
I know.
Have they not got a job? How do
their
they?
job is protesting, mate.
Who pays them?
Oh wait, I forgot to put this in. Just back to the old hero of the week, Shen Shi.
Yeah.
He's still working. I didn't realise this.
How old is he?
On the documentary, he must be like mid-50s ballpark.
He should
But
be
he
working.
works. He's still working, even though he's
He does
doing the
part time.
no. He's working full time.
Part time lifesaver.
Part-time
full-time
logistics
worker.
worker or something.
it?
Yeah, he said something along the lines of, I have to do really well at my job to be able to keep the pursuit of saving people's lives like a thing, because he obviously still got to support himself. But yeah, so back to the dog craziness. No, wait, no, what were you talking about?
I forgot.
Fair enough. It don't take a lot for us, does it?
No.
We just jump straight out. But yeah, back to the thing. It says it has been safety tested. I'd like to think that it's been tested on humans as some sort of like cruel twist of fate type deal, like animal testing.
Poison the owner.
Yeah. Well, no.
Oh yeah,
not
like
poison
the anti,
animal
right?
testing. Yeah, it's works on the same way as but backwards. But for those out there who are worried about its legitimacy, it's in a similar way your toothpaste says 9 out of 10 dentists would recommend. 9 out of 10 vets would say the same thing, but not really recommend. More of say it's sort of safe to use. For
I've
your
just
dog.
seen the cost.
Yeah, I know. So it costs £85.
Jesus.
85 quid to make your dog smell nice. Just wash your dog.
Just wash your dog.
Just
yeah.
wash your dog. It's
I
cheaper.
wonder how much it costs to get a dog groomer.
Definitely, probably less than 85 quid.
Yeah. Or just wash your dog. Yeah.
Just wash your dog in the bath. Get some dog
Or buy a
shampoo.
dog that doesn't smell.
Or nah, they all smell after a while.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
There's a lot of dogs that don't really smell though. There's dogs that smell and there's dogs that don't really
Oh,
smell.
I suppose if they're indoor dogs or outdoor dogs, like you get them little ones. You get like little tiny dogs that people don't actually take outside and go for walks
Because
and
the
stuff.
legs are too small.
Yeah, there's no point in taking them out. Like
So
Dachshunds,
they don't smell?
Dachshunds, well, they do need walks, but not very long. But it's got some fancy stuff in it, in this perfume, this dog perfume. It's got ylang ylang.
What's that?
I don't actually know, but I've heard it on a comedy sketch ages ago, and apparently it's a very fancy stuff that put in perfumes. It's got creamy undertones of sandalwood. Ooh.
So crap, isn't it?
The bottle even has a 24 karat paw print, 24 karat gold.
That's what you're paying the 85 quid for. then.
Plated paw print on the front of it. I know.
The actual perfume is about 50p to make.
Yeah, get them looters doing one good thing. Just pop all the gold plates off the.
The problem is people buy it because it's D&G.
Yeah, I know.
Like these rich folk.
Absolute mad.
Yeah,
It's absolutely madness.
Would you and Becca ever get a dog, do you think, when you're older?
I'd love.
I say when you're older, like.
I'd love to get a dog. We'd love.
Do you think she'd have a dog?
100%.
But you two travel a lot.
Do you know
right?
what? Do you know what the funny thing is? Becca said her dream job would be to own a dog
Cutting
kennel.
place? Kennel.
kennel, basically.
It's like
Dog
Alice. She
shelter.
wants a fucking cattery.
Why don't we just get them
Let's
together?
just get a
We'll just-
cattery and doggery.
They make
Not a doggery,
They
what's it
make
called?
money though. They make some.
Yeah, what's it called?
Money.
What's the doggery called?
Kennel.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I literally said it a second ago. Yeah, a doggery.
Cattery and a
A
kennel.
doggery. A cattery and a doggery.
She can call it a doggery. Cattery and a doggery.
But yeah,
That's the name of it, cattery and doggery.
cattery and doggery. Yeah, that's pretty cool to be fair. Yeah.
I
Rolls
just
off the
need to
tongue.
find
Rolls off the tongue.
a small little unit. We can build them some
We can't build them.
shelters.
Toffee, mate.
Yeah, we can. Just some like shelters to keep them in.
Nah, you need.
Like the cats don't need a lot. The cats just need a climbing place.
I suppose that's true.
So we just need
You
to build
shed.
like a long old thing.
Your
with like,
garden's probably big
chicken
enough
wire.
to do a cattery.
we ain't having it in my place. We're too loud. We need it in the field.
It's been loud.
Well, because cats will be meow meow meow. Dogs, the dogs will be barking because they'll be hungry.
Yeah, I think that's the aspect of it. You
That's
need a
actually
lot.
her dream,
You need
is
a
it?
lot of money. Yeah, that's Becca's dream
Oh.
is to run like a dog shelter. Not shelter. It's literally just like dog kennels and stuff.
Oh.
She wants to look after people's dogs. Basically, that is what her
She
dream
could
is.
do that. You know that.
Yeah, it's expensive though. Like I said, in my work, we've done a few jobs for people that own dog kennels.
But you just said look after dogs. So she could start small by dog walking and dog holiday. People who go on holiday looking after their dogs.
Yeah, no, but she obviously on a bigger scale. So
you have to start small.
dream.
You have to start small though.
yeah, no, I'm supposed
Build it
that's
up.
true. But yeah, the jobs that we have done, they make money. I did not realize that. Like they charge people like what is it,
Hundreds
hundreds a
to
day
look after their
a
dogs for the week and that,
day.
when they go on holiday. Yeah.
Or no, when there are people at work.
Oh,
they,
no,
they have like people.
Yeah. Tom sends his dog to nursery.
Does it really?
A dog nursery. Yeah.
Mate, that's mad. So yeah, that's my
We just need a small unit.
yeah. Fair enough. Right.
We can make this dream happen.
Making dreams happen. So yes, if you fancy wasting your money, back to the old dog perfume. Get yourself get your pooch some fancy scents. One thing I did read after reading the article title, I thought it was perfume that smells like dog.
It's not. Oh, I won't be.
Yeah,
no.
no. Literally after we said the dog smells.
Depends what breed it is. Hey, here's yourself
It's
some
a
German Shepherd.
It's a shitty pooey.
Shepherd.
It's a bit stinky, that one. Yeah, so for those owners that really, really like their dog, I thought it was on the basis of what's her name? The one that owns Goop. That
No idea.
Oh,
Goop? Do you mean Jupe?
Tony Stark's? No. Goop. It's a company run by
Tony Stark's
wife.
Oh,
plays Pepper Potts.
Potts. Yeah.
What's her real name?
Potts.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, is that who it is?
Gwyneth Paltrow. She runs Goop. Yeah, and you can get vagina smelling perfume.
Just wash it. Wash your dog and your vagina at the same time.
It's perfume that smells like vagina.
Really?
Yeah. It's called vulva or something. But yeah, this basically the
vulva,
same.
Isn't that a part? That's a part of the vagina.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But I thought this was a similar concept where you can get a perfume that smells like your dog, so you have a specific smell, which I suppose in a weird, nice way. Go on.
Runner's Willy.
What?
Runner's Willy.
Runners.
That's what I'm going to send out.
That sounds mean.
It is. So you don't remember when we used to go to the gym? After I've been for a run, I used to smell.
Oh, gym arse.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Gym arse. There we go. There's another one.
Gym arse. Yeah.
We'll pitch it to Gymshark and see if they want to put it on the market.
Gymshark.
I just think of a gym company. I couldn't think of anybody else.
Fair play. I have another little bonus thing because we might as well run this episode over an hour.
We're
already
done,
there.
really.
So, after watching another podcast, I know sacrilege. You've
got to do your...
Yeah. So Chris Williamson, he runs a podcast called Modern Wisdom.
Okay.
He talks to a bunch of like professionals and all this sort of stuff around the world, but he was talking about one thing, and it really, really sort of resonated with me, and I tried it. So it's a like
vagina spray.
No, it's not a vagina spray. It's a exercise. It's like a brain exercise.
Okay.
So I found that it gave me a bit of the old brain tinglies when I tried it. I know, it's weird. So
good brain tinglies or bad brain tinglies?
No, good brain tinglies. So there's 3 things to do. The first is based off description, where you basically point something out and you say what it is.
Okay.
So if you...
Are we doing it now?
Yeah, we might as well do it now.
Okay,
so around the room...
Keys.
Yeah, basically. So, but do it in a row. So say 5 things in this room and do it.
Keys, bottle, printer, phone, box.
Yeah, that's fine. The second aspect is it's all about parallel processing. So it's your brain's ability to do something as well as listen or read something at the same time. So with this exercise, you point out the same things, but you say the second thing you point out is the first thing. So for instance, as you said,
bottle.
No. So you don't say keys.
Yeah.
The next thing is going to be keys.
Oh,
and then it follows on
keys, bottle, phone, printer, box.
No, did it wrong.
Keys.
So it'd be
keys,
bottle. What else did you point out? Oh, your phone. Yeah,
phone,
printer, phone. You wouldn't say box.
I just want to say box still.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't say box.
Okay.
So because the box is the phone, so it's that aspect of you sort of jumping back with your brain.
Okay, fair enough.
Which that was the bit that gave me the brain tinglies. I was like, whoa, this is like weird.
It's too much.
So it's supposed to help you. So if you were sort of reading emails and talking to someone at the same time, it helps with that.
Oh,
I found that
it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that.
Go on.
Literally, I was having this conversation today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with my friend Dan, who I talk to a lot of work.
Yeah.
Sometimes because we work remotely.
Yeah.
Sometimes we literally just stay on the phone
So
to each
lucky.
other for like an hour.
Yeah.
But we don't say in and out because we're just working. But it's
Yeah.
just nice to have somebody to chitty chatty to while you're working.
Yeah.
And so we were chatting away and then I went silent. He's like, "You're writing an email because you can't talk." I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, Alice tells me off because she'll be asking me a question. I'm texting, I'm like, I can't do it at the same time.
Becca does the same thing.
Yeah.
She gets so annoyed
I
at me
can't
when
do
I do it. She goes, "I'm talking to you." I was like, "Yeah, but
I can't.
I'm writing a text right now to Mum. I need to messenger." But yeah, no, it's to help with that, and it was a really cool thing. It's sort of like being able to give yourself that ADHD brain of being able to do multiple things at the same time. So where most people, like you just said, you have to stop to do one thing, it gives you that
can't multitask.
It exercises your brain to be able to multitask, basically.
Nice. I hope everybody now who's listening is doing
this. I hope they are.
And if you're not, do it.
Definitely do it. It does help, but do it every day, and you'll be like mega like being the ability to do all sorts of stuff. The third thing is, you're going to struggle with this one, is creativity.
Yeah, I'm not very creative.
So the same things.
Okay.
You have to point at the same things, but you have to call them something completely different to what they are. So it could be literally anything
How quick
in your
do you have
head.
to do this,
We'll say just rattle it off as quick as you can.
Car, gravel, window, door, grass.
I mean, ideally, don't go on a tangent of house things.
You said say anything random.
I know. But like the whole aspect of the creativity is to not connect those things.
Oh, well,
so,
I'm
like I
not very
said,
good at that.
completely
Yeah,
different.
I'm
So,
terrible.
like baby, car. I was about to say dogs, but they were basically connecting them all together. But it's
Yeah.
a really difficult thing to sort of like stretch that creativity muscle in your brain. But yeah, so that is my Beef's Cool thing.
That was cool. I
a
like
little
that.
bone thing. But yeah,
Bonus.
I might do that. I might do that every week.
Oh,
like
you're
a-
on 2 segments. So you get 2 segments, eh? And I just get the one. How's that fair?
All right, make yourself a segment. We're going to make it a 3-hour podcast.
We're not going to have any good news. We're just going to be segments.
We've got a 3-hour podcast. Question.
Question?
Can you see what is on my screen? You'll be pleasantly surprised because I've done a little bit of a retypage.
Oh, we have got no more gatekeeping.
No more
Thank
gatekeeping, boy.
God for that.
Go on.
Right, let me see the old script.
Go on.
That's us for another week. Thank you for listening. If you found us fun and enjoyable, share us with your friends and family. We want to get the good news out there and facts as far as wide as possible. So like, subscribe and follow. Help us grow this podcast to be one of the
tippy-toppy ones on the charts.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I like it. And if we made you smile, why not leave us a review? We like to know we are making people happy. If you didn't like us, piss off. No, I'm only joking. But if you didn't like us, what's up? It's good news. How can you not like us?
How can you not like good
How can
news?
you not like the good news and the facts
it's
and the
good
fun
news.
stuff?
You can see some posts on some of the things we've talked about on our Instagram and TikTok with @KTG_GTK_pod. Get some good news in your eyes as well as your ears.
This segment, this bit is annoying. If you're feeling particularly happy and you have your own story that you'd like to share with us, then email us at, are you ready? KTGGTKpod@outlook.com. You've got it now. There's no excuses.
We may use it in an upcoming episode. And of course, we'll let you know, we'll let the world know, should I say, about your great news.
The whole world.
The whole damn world is going to find out about your great news.
Probably apart from North Korea, because they're probably not allowed to listen to us.
Who?
North Korea.
Oh, anybody off grid. We hope to release another episode of Know the Good, Good to Know next week, Monday, to brighten up the start of your week.
It's you. It says Jordan.
Oh,
You.
fair play. Yeah, you copied it from me. So stay positive.
Stay positive, everybody.